Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a cocktail and movies video for you right now. I'm going to be making a cocktail. I'm going to be talking about movies. It is Joan Collins' birthday. Happy birthday, Joan Collins. If you know me, if you've been watching my channel for a while, then you know that I am a bit of a movie buff, I guess. I do like Joan Collins. I have done numerous videos talking about her makeup collection, her perfumes. If you are clever or a stalker, I guess, then you might have seen some of my wedding photos. When Jeff and I got married, we actually got a note from her that was really sweet that said congratulations, and I love marriage is actually what it said, which I thought was really cute. I'm a fan of a lot of her films, and I'm really excited that she's going to be on American Horror Story this year. So yes, let's all watch that. And I'm also a fan of drinking. And so I thought, let's make a birthday cocktail. Let's talk about some of my favorite films, and let's get started. So there actually is a Joan Collins, like as in a vodka Collins. There's a Joan Collins, but it's made with a hibiscus tea syrup, and I wanted to do something just different. So this is what I've come up with today, which I think is actually quite pretty looking. This is like a spritzer, basically, is what I wanted to do. I'm sort of feeling those lately. It's a beautiful day out, and the movies that I'm going to be talking to you about are just fun, kick back and have a good time movies. So a lot of my inspiration from the drink was actually taken from the Joan Collins perfume I Am Woman. Right here, I'm wearing this. It's one of my favorite perfumes. You can see the colors match quite well, actually. This is a amber perfume with a lot of citrus that's sort of bursting out in the top note, so I really wanted to play off of that citrus. This has blood orange, Aperol, Grand Marnier, Lillet, and any kind of sparkling wine or champagne that you want to use just to kind of give it some fizz. So let's talk about how to make this drink and what you're going to need. I am using Aperol here. Aperol is an aperitif. It's very similar to Campari. I think of it as Campari Light. It's just not as much. It's a little bit bitter, it's a little bit sweet. It has a citrus sort of an opening. Grand Marnier, also the citrus. I'm beefing up the citrus that's in the Aperol here, as well as Lillet. Now this is the white. There it comes in a white, a rosé, and then a red. This is a mostly wine with some citrus sort of liqueur flavors. Again, going with that citrus theme. And the sparkling wine that I am using is from Treveri. This is their Blanc de Blancs. And this is from Washington. It is my favorite sparkling wine to use for an Aperol Spritz, but you could use any sparkling wine that you want. So we're starting with equal parts of Aperol, Grand Marnier, and Lillet. I'm using an ounce, an ounce, an ounce in a cocktail shaker. A lot of ice, shake it up. When that's done, I have prepped the glass with the garnish. I sliced those blood oranges nice and thin and lined the inside of the glass and filled it with ice. It gives a really pretty look to the glass. And then pour all that in over ice and top it off with your sparkling wine. And that is it. It's super summery. It's really simple. And I think it's really good. I wanted to create something that wasn't too boozy. I imagined Alexis being able to order this at a nice lunch, sitting outside, being able to still be with it enough to just rip somebody to shreds before she, I don't know, throws it in their face and walks out of the restaurant. Now, before I finish this, let's talk about some of my favorite movies here. I have talked about these before. I've pulled two out to show you, but I may mention more. And the films that I picked in particular predate Dynasty, just because it is what she is so known for, but she did so much work before that, and some of my favorite films of hers are her older films. If you get a chance, there's a movie that I really like. It was one of her first movies called Turn the Key Softly. I have actually seen it on YouTube before. It's just something that somebody's uploaded that you can watch. It is a really, really, really interesting, really good movie. She's just sort of a third of the story. It's about three different women who are released from prison on the same day and the first day of their lives. It's a really good film. Not necessarily the happiest movie, though. So what I'm going to talk about first, and I've talked about this before, and this is my favorite film from Joan Collins, is Rally Round the Flag Boys. I love this movie. So Rally Round the Flag Boys stars Joan Collins, Paul Newman, and Joanne Woodward. This was filmed in the summer of 1958, just a few months after Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward were married. Everybody seems like they're having a great time. By the way, this is Paul Newman in 1958, so you know this is a really nice movie to look at too. It's hilarious. If you're a fan of movies like Pillow Talk with Doris Day and Rock Hudson, this is very much, I would say, in the same kind of genre of that goofy, fun, sexy comedy. Joan Collins, I mentioned this before, steals every scene that she's in. She's got some great lines, and Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward, everybody just looks like they're having so much fun filming this. There's a scene in here where Joan Collins and Paul Newman are drunk, dancing around a living room, and they just looked like they had a blast. The other one, if that's a little too, maybe just too serious for you, let's move on to Empire of the Ants. Now, I have this as a double DVD because this also has Shelley Winters in tentacles, which is good, but not nearly as good as Empire of the Ants. Now, Joan Collins in the 70s did a series of horror movies, and I think they're great. Joan Collins in the 70s is also, everybody has their like favorite, like people talk about this. I'm a big Prince fan, and people talk about like, what's your favorite era for Prince? What's your favorite era for this person? Everybody has like sort of a look. Joan Collins in the 70s, easy. My favorite look of hers. I think she looks so good in all of these like campy, cheesy horror movies that she did. She's just really hot looking. And I love her in Empire of the Ants. I love her character. I love her makeup. I love her hair. I love everything about her. It has giant ants that scream like little girls. The voice that the sound effect that they use for the ants is this high-pitched squealing that sounds like they just took a microphone into a kindergarten classroom and told all the girls to scream. It's hilarious. I love it. The ants spray people with some sort of like pheromone ant chemical that makes them brainwashed into ant zombies. It looks like it was probably a disgusting pain in the butt to film because like through half the movie people are traipsing around a big swamp, and I imagine you just fell into the water and you're swallowing all it. I imagine it's gross, but it made for a very entertaining film, and this is the kind of movie that you want to watch with a cocktail or two and a bunch of friends, unless you're like me and you can just laugh at yourself and then go ahead and watch it alone. And also, I should mention, if you haven't watched it, I noticed that The Time of Their Lives, which was a movie that she released last year, is on Amazon Prime now. I thought that it was good. It's kind of sweet, sad, funny, cute, sort of a road trip movie. I enjoyed it. I thought that it was it's not the happiest thing. It's got some melancholy moments and some sadness, but also some humor in there that kind of lifts it up. So I enjoyed it. But if I'm going to twist your arm and make you watch anything, boom, boom. These are my two favorite movies. Empire of the Ants. Now, there's a lipstick that's named after her character in here in her Joan Collins makeup collection. Marilyn. Yes, yes, and yes, yes, yes. And now all we have to do is wait for American Horror Story to start, because I am so excited, and I'm really hopeful that it won't just be a whole season of Sarah Paulson running around screaming and snot crying, because I'm just a little tired of that. But I'm excited to see Joan Collins on this show. I think she'll do a good job. I think they'll do a good job with her, but we'll see. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that this was fun. I'm thinking about doing more of these. Maybe if you like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I'm going to do what I want anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But let me know if you make this cocktail and what you think. I'm going to go outside and enjoy this in the sunshine now. Happy birthday, Joan Collins. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.